What's going on, everyone? Today we'll take a look at how to fix an oil can or a stretch dent. And what that is when the dent is so sharp or so deep, when you push on it, you're gonna put it high, but when you tap down it's gonna flop back down. So you can either call it a stretch dent, oil can dent, a flopper, whatever. There's many different terms for it, but how to fix it, it's a different problem. So you might have encountered this before. Let me know if you have encountered a stretch dent before down in the comments. So the way I fix it is with Power PDR box. That's the best tool for fixing oil can dents for me, and the best thing to do is show you. This dent is stretched. It's an oil canner. Now don't be distracted by all the push marks I made, because this is push to paint. The hood is going to paint anyways with all the scratches here and everything else. But as you can see how this metal is so soft because I pushed on it, and it was really big and sharp dent. Now it's super soft and it's basically oil canned. The process is underneath here. You need to remove all the paint, and not just on one area, but basically on two, because you're gonna need a minus and a plus going through the current to repair it. So this is how you sand the clear coat away to be able to fix it. Now keep in mind, this will have to be protected later with the paint. So since this hood is going to paint anyways, the painter is just gonna paint it. But you can see on top, we've cleared the paint out of here. Now let's go fix it. This is the Power PDR box. It's turned on and connected. Now you have two cables going out, basically three. One is for the electricity. The second two are plus and minus. One is a magnet. So we're gonna connect this one to this place that we sanded, that is not for dent, where dent is. Now on this one, the dent is, and we're gonna be working like this. But first, how I do it, I push the dent up so it's high before I start shrinking it. Now let's fix the dent. Like I said, first thing I want to do is I want to get my dent high. So I'm gonna push it. You can see how floppy the dent is. Now you can also hear it. So this is what I mean by stretch dent. Now the dent is up. When we try to level it by hitting, with one hit it fell down. So to shrink it with the Power PDR box, this is how I do it. I'm gonna push it back up. There we go, now it's high. And now we're gonna start the shrinking with this from underneath. I'm hitting all the low spots in the center. It's set way too high at the moment, but since it's going to paint, it's not a big issue. This thing just made it harder. Now we can tap down. You can see how strong the metal is now. It's not jumping anymore. There are still few low spots we need to pick off. You can do it with the machine or with the rod. I'm gonna just do it with the rod. So this is how you use the Power PDR box to shrink a dent. How much volt power you use will depend on which kind of Power PDR box do you have. Is it a 1, a 2 or a version 3? I have the version 2 here and I set it up to 1.6, and as you could see it was burning the paint up, but it wasn't a big issue since the whole hood goes to paint anyways. And if the hood goes to paint, it's maybe a little bit better and faster to turn it up, because you won't have to struggle that much to shrink it. You won't spend so much time. If you are doing a perfect job trying to save it without painting, start with smaller watt power. Also keep in mind the thickness of the metal. Some German cars have more thick metal than, let's say, some Korean cars, and that will all influence the settings, the power, how much you need to put on. I hope you guys like this. I hope it was helpful. Like always, press the like button down below, and I will see you on the next one.